I would like to mask out this one, all the lamppost, the bright area. So you see how I mask it. Okay, just a little bit, the rest doesn't matter. And then yeah, only this. All right, so I will take the knife, my pen knife, to cut it. But you see, the pen knife has to be sharp. Make sure it's sharp. Then cannot press, lightly, in the moderate strength. When you cut, crossing is better. Of course, some of the students also may ask me, why not I use a masking fluid? Of course, if you can, if you want. But this is good for those that don't have masking fluid. There, you see, remove. Make sure your knife is sharp, or else it's not easy for you to cut like that. So make sure it's fully stick on the paper. This one is a 8B pencil, but it is under something like graphite, but actually it's not. It's more carbon. It has more carbon in it. And then this one is for fine touch because it's sharp. See, I sharpen it, and I only do it for the detail part. This one you can press it slightly because it is our major subject. We can do this. It's okay. I think this part I did it wrong. I draw wrong place, but doesn't matter. Right. So the rest no need. The rest we can do with other method. Then now I start to wet the paper. Especially this part. All right. So not really very full. Still, you can see the watermarks like dots by dots, a lot of dots in it. And then start to paint. Gray graphite. This one is the silver type. Because I know that here got a lot of light, so we don't do too much over here first. If you don't have this kind of brush, you can use the Chinese brush, flat, the round type, still okay. As we know, this one, the gray tone, the gray graphite, it won't get dark. Flick it when paint. Don't paint like fill in the blank. Mix a little bit of black. Of course, not fully black, not the black totally, it's gray and black, and then cross over this figure. But because the bottom part is brighter, so I didn't color the bottom part so much yet. So give it some toning. I got the smaller one, I use a smaller one. I have several sizes of flat brush. You see, this one is saber hair. This one is squirrel. Too wet. Try my brush, then only have to do it like that, make it blur. Before it dry, so you have to move fast. Once it dry, half dry, then better you let it totally dry, then wet again and continue to do. You don't do it when almost dry, certain part already dry, maybe 50% dry, 50% wet, then better don't do. Let it become 100% dry, then you wet 100% again, then only you continue. make myself more flexible, so I stand up and paint. If sitting, usually our elbow will stuck certain area, so might as well I stand up. So if let's say I want the line to be firm, I'm making use of my own waist. So that means when I hold my brush, my arm is touching the body, so to avoid shaky. This one also grey tone, but 2 layers of grey tone and 1 layer of grey tone is different. 1 layer usually still light, but 2 layers it become darker. Almost drying now. The paper is almost drying. But here I create with dry brush, then even the paper dry also doesn't matter. Mostly I use the vertical line here. As I say, I want to blur out here. So blur out not necessarily have to be dark. It can be like, I don't want to do anything on it, just like that. Flick it. So this one, because when I flick, the water get here, then I pull a bit. The lion. Mix black and grey. Leave the top part as bright because there is a light on it. The light shine towards this side, so leave it. More grey. Okay, big brush. This one I choose the gray one, lighter. Closer one I mix with black little bit, but this one the further one I didn't mix. I just use a gray tone to do it, but I will add darker tone later. For the bottom part, little bit a mix, touch a little bit, and this one is mixed. Then I think the rest have to leave for the next stage. Yeah, supposed to be like that. Oh wait, the top part, this one, gray also. Too wet, I want to create dry brush, so I flick it over so that it looks like, seems like they have a texture on it. Alright, that's all.